All right, are we ready, Jenny?
Sure.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's YouTube Live. I'm so glad that you could join me. We have got some fantastic 2-for-1 cards lined up for you. You're going to love these. We're going to use a fantastic set of dies called Picture This. These are kind of a hidden gem in our catalog. You may not have even seen these because they're just kind of buried back there with all the dies. But I think after today's cards, this is going to end up on the top of your wish list. They're pretty awesome. You can see I've got a guest stamper with me today. My daughter Jenny is home from college. Go Sooners, go OU. Uh, and she's going to come and stamp with me because I figure it's a 2-for-1 card. This is a good time to have you come stamp right along with me. So she's going to help me out as we create our cards today. So, Jenny, are you ready? We're going to head over to the stamp table here and we will get started. Okay, so I have a really great download for you featuring today's cards. These are so awesome because you can print this out or you can save it to your computer. You can see here, you can come back and click and watch the video again. You can click here where you can see the full supply list and you can order from there as well. But of course, what you came here for is all of my supplies, my measurements, a photo. So when you're ready to recreate the cards, you're going to love to have this download. And Brenda will share the download link. And guys, it's also down in the YouTube description. You can go down there and you'll find a link to this as well. So these are the Picture This dies that I mentioned. So fantastic set. And this is it. This is the set of dies. I love that it's all on one, and I'm going to show you a great paper saving technique. So let's see. We're going to start, Jenny, we're going to start with the supplies that we need. And guys, there's not a lot of supplies. Remember, we're making 2 cards today. So I have 2 card bases, Whisper White thick, and these are cut 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. So we've got 2 of those. I also have 2 pieces of regular basic white, and these are cut 2 3/4 by 5 inch. So these are for the front of our card. And then here's the fun part. This is Melon Mambo in basic black. These are cut 4 by 5 1/4. And let me go ahead real quick. I'm going to show you the bundle we're going to use today. So we are going to create with the Hello Ladybug bundle, my favorite right now. I'm using this one like crazy. You can see we've got a matching punch that'll cut out the ladybug and her wings and a fantastic stamp set. So that's what we're going to use on our card. So Jenny, here's where you get to come in. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So the Picture This dies has 2 dies. For this card, we're going to use the polka dots. So we'll move that one out of the way. We're going to use the dots. And I want you to notice this die has this really great stitching on it. So that's going to give us even more with this card. So we are going to lay that right there in the middle of our cardstock. And Jenny, here's what we're going to do. You're going to take cutting plate 1 and then cutting plate 2 and 3. We'll set those on there. There's 2 and 3. And we'll put that right there. And then we can put this right there in the middle, and then we'll top it with another plate, okay? And let's run that through our machine. And I'm going to have Jenny kind of do this off to the side here for me. And if you see the table shake, you'll know why. We just want to make sure that die gets right there in the middle. So we'll move that over. Okay, while she runs that through, I'm going to go ahead and tell you we're going to do that exact same thing with this piece of the basic black. So Jenny, let me get all those fabulous dots. One more. Save this. We're going to use this because, you know, this is me. We always use this. So I'm going to have her run the next piece through. And that way we can start working with these circles. And when she gets that one done, we're going to work together. All right. Last one through. Perfect. I don't get to stamp with Jenny often, so this is really nice. And it is kind of nice to have somebody to chat with while we do this. All right, Jenny, we can go ahead and put that away. Just put it down there on the floor. All right, so I'm now going to bring in a silicone mat just to make it easy for you. And let me bring in where's my sample cards? Here are the cards we're going to be creating. So you can see we cut out some black dots and some melon mambo dots. But can you see what we're going to do? We're going to cover this with this, and then we'll use our melon mambo dots. So do you see how we're going to do that, Jenny?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's going to be awesome. And that way we get, like I said, we get 2 for 1, but we're using less cardstock because we're finding ways to use that layer. We love not wasting. So I'll tell you what, I'll do the black ones and you can do the pink ones.
Okay.
So we'll put those right there. And I'm going to use your favorite.
The glue.
You are not a fan of the green glue, but you can kind of see how we're going off the cardstock a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So when you put the glue on there, you're probably only going to want to go halfway. Okay. So I'll do that. Yep, there's a glue for me. So let's work on that. So, and you don't have to follow my exact pattern. That's just, well, and I have to try to do this because I only have the one silicone mat over here. I have to try to do this and not get glue on my table. All right, so we'll do that one. So Jenny, while we're doing this, tell us what you're studying at OU.
I am currently at OU studying special education with a minor in music.
Yay.
I'm a junior, so very, very close. I'm currently at a school for a placement, and I'm observing a 4th, 5th, and 6th grade resource room, but that's not really what I want to do. I want to be in a self-contained room, and for those who don't know, because a lot of people don't know what a self-contained room is, it is a kind of the room where like the nonverbal students are, or the students in wheelchairs who have more severe disabilities. That's kind of my goal and my hope, and I'm sure a lot of you remember the many fundraisers I did with Mom.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Musical program. That is also kind of my main goal, is to get that musical program at other schools across Oklahoma or wherever I should end up. In Florida, doing some time at Disney, whatever. We'll see what happens.
Okay, I'm going to take this away for you because we're going to let that dry. But guess what? Through the magic of television. So we're done with the glue. And guys, here's what we're going to do here. Oh, Jenny, I took your scissors. We'll take these. So we are just going to, I've had a lot of coffee today. I hope I can do this.
I haven't had any.
Oh, okay.
I can't do it.
Okay. So we're just going to, nah, you're good. Oh, and I can move over. I'm like way over there. So yeah, we can just cut these off. And that's easy enough to do. You kind of just let the white cardstock be your guide. And after we do this, now we got to do, I've been doing this for a few years. Just a few. All right. So I'll let you finish that. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and show how we're going to do our stamping. I'm going to start with a granny apple green ink pad. And you know what? I'm going to be stamping. You can see I'm stamping off my cardstock. So I'm going to want my grid paper underneath me. This great big fabulous leaf. So I'm going, Jenny, I'll let you see this because you're going to do this too. So see how I'm kind of stamping off the edge? And then this one, I'm going to stamp, whoops. I think I got a dog here. I did, look, Tugger's hair right there. That's, welcome to my world. Everything is dog hair. Okay, so we're just going to stamp like that. I'm going to give this to you because you can see it stamps off. So we're going to do that.
Oh, no, I got a little green. It's fine. We're going to stamp over it.
You'll stamp over it. See, we have a plan for everything. And you know what? Look, I have green on me. I'm probably the one that did it. You guys know, you're stampers. This is how it is. Okay, so in the Ladybug stamp set, we're going to use the little hello and it's a good day. Do you remember what you used to say when you were little?
I think I had a good day.
That's what you would say. I'm going to stamp hello right here, crooked, because that's what I do, I guess.
I did it.
All right. So I did that in the Melon Mambo. And let's go ahead and close that. And now we're going to bring in some black ink.
Oh, black's scary.
I know. I know. And now, Jenny, will you say, it's a good day? And I'm going to give you a tip with this stamp. See how it's a really thin sentiment? I'm going to show you something. If I ink it real heavy and do that, see how sloppy it looks?
Yeah.
Okay. But look what happens if I tap. I always say like kiss a bunny,
Kiss
kiss a bunny, and then press and see how much prettier it looks.
Yeah.
So that's my tip whenever you have a thin sentiment. You can do that. Tap, 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 kiss the bunny. And just stamp that in that little open space right there. And by the way, guys, if you were working and you didn't have enough space there, you could always add just a piece of cardstock. So we've got, and see, that's just it. If that messes up, you could just do a little strip of cardstock.
That's
I mean,
true.
everything can be fixed. I'm going to take these little dots, and you can see we kind of added a few little dots there. And just press really light.
Oh, light.
Yep, you're good. And now we're going to add a ladybug. So in the download, I had you punch in advance 2 ladybug bodies and 2 ladybug wings. And in the stamp set, yeah, we can go and move that. In the stamp set, we have, do you see these great little dots that'll go on top of the ladybug? So we can stamp. And that's what's great about photopolymer stamps. You can see right where they need to go. So why don't you do that to your little ladybug? And when she has that done, perfect. But guess what? Through the magic of television, I already have them done. All right, we're done stamping, and now we can put our card together. So I'm going to give you a card base, and you're going to take the black one, and I'm going to take the Melon Mambo, and we're just going to adhere that down. You can use the green glue, or if you want, there's a stamp and seal there too, whichever you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and just, since I was using my green glue earlier, you know. But here's the thing, stick to the ends because this is going to go. So just stay there on the outside edge. And we'll add that right there. Now I can add this to my card. And this is where we can get sloppy if we want.
Everything I do is sloppy.
All right, this will go right here on the front of our card.
Oh,
nope, you're good. You're good. I need to probably give you a little more space there too.
I'm not very good at multitasking. Would it be better to do it this way?
Either way.
Get glue?
Well, no, because you want to center it.
Oh,
so
that's fair.
let's bring that right here because, yeah, you want to make sure you get that centered.
But my hands are shaky. It's natural.
But see, the glue is really forgiving too. See how you can kind of slide it around? That's what's sometimes nice about using the glue. Okay, now let's put that on your card front.
Okay.
And while Jenny does that, I'm going to show you. Now we're just going to add our ladybug. So I'll just put a little bit. Oh, and I should tell you, I put the ladybug wings on with some Stampin' Dimensionals because I thought,
make it pop.
Why not? We want to make a little pop. And then we can just add our cute little ladybug. And after you get that on, we're going to do one more little bit of stamping. So I'm going to bring in the Melon Mambo one more time and bring in these flowers that came in that stamp set. And just stamp those kind of down there at the bottom, just to give the inside a little something. And I'll tell you what, a little something, something. Go ahead and stamp, and I'm going to give you a ladybug with some glue.
I lost my ladybug.
And then I'll let you stamp, and then we get to show you one more card. Okay, while Jenny's doing that, let me see some comments. We have got, somebody said love the bunny idea. I've got to hear the bunny idea. Did you stamp the inside? Okay, go stamp the inside.
Probably your
here's
the
a
bunny.
That's a little tip that we have. If your stamp's been sitting, you can puff on it and get some moisture on it, and then it's back. So you made a card. Who are you going to give it to? Roommate? Maybe your future mother-in-law? Maybe your grandmother who's watching right now?
Yeah, it's my grandma. I love your grandma more than anything.
All right, so we're going to create one more card. Let me just kind of clean up here. Now this card, we're going to use the Plentiful Plants stamp set. We're not going to use the bundle on this one. We're just going to use the stamp set. And this time we're going to create a card using the rectangles that come in this. So are you ready, Jenny?
Yes.
Guys, this one we're going to do a little bit faster because I did do some things in advance. So Jenny, in advance, where did I just throw the die?
Over there.
Oh, there it is. So you guys saw this part, right? Remember, we're just going to run these through our die cutting machine. I went ahead and did that in advance. And so we'll bring those over here. And I did also do the stamping on these in advance as well. There should be one more. Where's the third piece? Go look on my desk.
Okay.
Over there. I may have picked it up and done something with it. So we're going to put these together in the exact same way. And I did go ahead and do the stamping. You notice these sentiments came right here. Look over there by my big shot. I'm not sure what I did. My big shot. Oh my gosh, what am I, old school? Well, guys, you know, that's the story of life. Guess what? We've got pictures of what it should look like. Yeah, I know. I probably just walked away with it or something. Okay, so Jenny, we're going to go ahead and stamp. So let's bring in, everything is the same, guys. All the measurements are exactly the same. So we're going to stamp on these. And we're going to start, actually, you know what, we're going to do something a little bit different. Where I really need those two pieces of cardstock that I have walked away with. Well, oh my gosh, are you ready? I know where they are.
Iconic. Iconic.
I'm like, where did I put, I'm so sorry. I forgot, I went ahead and adhered them down. Okay, well, you know, it's spring break, right? So so this is where, so there's our third piece. So we're going to put those, that's where those are going to adhere down. We're going to do that in a minute. The reason I put these down first is I want to be able to see where I'm going to stamp, because that's going to help me. So let's start. We're going to start with the flower pot, and I'm going to do that in So Saffron.
Oh, my apologies.
Okay, we'll ink that up, and I'm going to come up, you know, I want to give myself a little bit of room above that one. So you can go ahead and stamp that. And then while you're doing that one, I'm going to come in with the Soft Succulent. This is one of my favorite greens right now. And I've got two stamps that have leaves on them. So we're going to do both of these. So here's what we're doing. I'm going to stamp one. And do you see with the photopolymer, I can see right that edge, right along that edge, so I know right where to stamp. That doesn't mean it always happens, especially when you're on camera, because you got to be right over it. And so I'm going to have Jenny do that one, and then I'm going to take the other stamp. I'm going to let you stamp yours first. All the way over, good. Give it a good press. Look at you. Oh, you are so perfect. Oh my gosh. Make me look bad. Okay, now we're going to take the other leafy image and we're going to come right off of it. Okay.
I touched the green.
You touched the green again?
There, I have green. Someone on the comments earlier said that green ink will be my
oh, that's your green for the day. Oh, that's a good idea.
That one wasn't.
Oh, Kathy says I lose things all the time or misplace them. Spend so much time looking for then stamping. I know. So
did you ever tell them the story of when you lost the tiniest little die and ended up being in your robe pocket?
It was in my robe pocket. I did. I lost a tiny die. Couldn't find it for I don't know how long, and it was in my robe pocket. You know what else? I lost a tiny stamp, and it had stuck to my bracelet. I thought that was really funny. Okay, let's bring this grid paper back in one more time, because this, I'm going to blow your mind now. I'm going to make you really do something awesome. Okay, I have got a light smoky slate Stampin' Blend. Now, one thing you want to know about Stampin' Blends is when you first start to use them, you're going to go, oh no, Mom, that looks terrible. It doesn't, because, oh, let's see, that one's, no, I guess this one was mine. It doesn't matter. And what we're going to just kind of add a little shadow here, okay? And you can just see how it looks kind of messy right now, and you go, oh my gosh, it's terrible. Let that dry, because this has alcohol in it. That's going to dry really, really nice and smooth. So we're just adding a little shadow, nothing difficult. We're just kind of drawing. And do you see how the little lines will start to just kind of, oh, look at you. You're like good. You did the lights coming this way. Well, I can't be outdone by my daughter, so there we go. So that's how you do that. Super easy, and that just adds a really nice look. So we're ready to put these cards together. So there's yours, there's mine. Let's get our layering pieces. And let's see, it looks like, how's this going to be? I get this one and you get this one. I don't think it really matters. They're all going to be the same. You know what? Why don't we try this? Why don't we add this to our card base first? That might make it easier. So,
I don't know why I flipped it over. It doesn't matter.
You know, it's habit. It's just habit. I know I do the same thing. So we'll add some glue to that. And add this. Oh no! Oh, too much! This is why Jenny is not a fan of the glue. I remember she used to do lives with me a long, long time ago when she was in high school. She was not a fan of the glue. She's like, no, Mom, let me use the other one. Okay, so now we can add. It'll be fine because look, we're going to be adding this on top.
Yeah.
You won't see anything. It'll all be good. All right.
I didn't like get in the frame.
I know, that's always the fun part. Of course, this is the first time we've ever done a live in this way, that we're both trying to stamp at the same time.
Normally, do any of you remember whenever I was the moderator?
She was my moderator.
And I would always, when someone had asked a question that I had no clue what the answer was, I would tap Mom on the shoulder. Mom, there's a question. Mom, what does DCP mean? I don't know.
DSP.
Mom, I don't know what these state initials are.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
yeah, we did. We did deal with that a lot. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned the colors here, guys. We're using soft sea foam and Highland heather. Really great color combination. And then of course we used the So Saffron on the flower pot.
I have glue all over my hands right now.
I know, that's how it goes. Need an extra hand there.
Thank you.
Okay. See, the glue is nice because it gives you that.
Put it on the top of the card.
We'll leave it alone. And we'll use our adhesive eraser and we'll take that off. Okay.
That's a thing?
That's a thing.
Wow.
Okay, so we're going to do just a tiny bit more stamping. So my card's going to say thank you. And yours is going to say to a dear friend. And yours is going to say you touched my heart. And of course, I'm going to say a little note with the biggest thanks.
Cute.
Okay. So we can add, you know what? Let's do a little stamping on yours.
Okay, twist my arm.
Yeah, we're gonna do. Let's bring in that soft. No. The soft succulent and this stamp. And I'm going to teach you a fun little trick here too. Okay, trick to opening the ink pads. Press up at the top, and it pops it right open.
All right then.
Your dad discovered that. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you stamp off once, and then just kind of up and over. See how it just kind of gives it a lighter look. So go ahead and do that here at the other corner. And stamp off. Okay, so my mom is actually watching right now. And I have to laugh because my mom taught me how to sew. And the way my mom taught me how to sew is, okay, well, let me show you this part. Okay, let me do this part for you. Okay, now I'm going to do all of this. And you know what? Do you have something else you need to go do? Go ahead and go do it. Connie, look what you made.
I hope you do the same thing for me with my skirt that we're making today.
That's right. They're making a skirt. Okay, let's add these to the inside of our card. And then we're almost done. I mean, look at that. We just like plowed through 2 cards. And you know what? I just realized something. I told you that we did this with Highland heather, which we did. But do you know what? I just realized my samples were fresh freesia. It was a different color. But guess what? They're still gorgeous. So just goes to show you, nothing is ever, all colors look great together. We can do it all. So we've got some dimensionals on the back of our sentiment. You can see we just take that right off there. To a dear friend.
Yes, sorry everyone. The AirPod is not my friend. It's not staying in my ear. I totally put that on crooked. It's fine. It's for added flair.
You know what?
Can it come up?
If you haven't pressed it, I think you pressed it down too hard. You know, that's another trick I always tell my viewers is never press anything down until you're sure. And when you're sure, then you can press it.
It gives it flair.
It makes it your own. Let's go ahead and bring in our other cards. Go ahead and grab our other cards there. And we'll show off those. So guys, look at that. One set of dies. We have the circles And somewhere I have the rectangles. There we go. So yeah, great options with the picture this dies. If you guys don't have this one, I highly recommend them because there's so much more you can do with these circles. I could stamp any of these sentiments in there and do all kinds of fun things. So really, really great set. Hey, I do want to show off the cards we're going to make next at our next live. And these are so cool. I can't even remember what I'm going to call it. I think it's kind of like a double flat fold. My mom just left a comment. No, Connie, while I was showing you, you would end up in the living room watching TV. It's kind of true. And actually, okay, Mom, I'm sorry, because I think the other thing is you did not want me to touch your sewing machine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is the card we're going to be making next. This is for March 24th. So for our next live, guys, this one I want you to craft along with me. And you're going to love this because I have worked out, this is actually a one sheet wonder. So I'm going to show you how you're going to create this card with one sheet of cardstock. And then of course we're using some designer series paper, but I cut up this cardstock in a way that you can create all of it with just one piece. I've got another card. We're going to do an Easter card because, yeah, Easter's coming. So this is just a sweet, pretty little Easter card. Did a little embossing on that one, little stamping on the inside. So you've got your place to write the message. Let's the designer series paper, the DSP, kind of show off there. So I hope you guys will join me March 24th for this one. And if you'll check out my blog post on the March 22nd, that's when I'll give you the supply list and so that you can have your pieces ready if you want to create along with me. How about a quick show and tell? I'm going to do a show and tell. We used that Ladybug stamp set earlier. I received this card from one of my team members. Her name is Beth. I loved this card. Look at all that black, white, and red. It's gorgeous. She's got a belly band on here, and you can see it's just a really fun fold. I love it. So she made me that amazing card. I just had to show it off. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sending that to me, Beth. I truly appreciate that. Well, Jenny, are you ready to say goodbye to our friends? Okay, let's move back over here. There we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah.
We never get a stamp.
I know, this is fun.
And so anyway, we just want to say thank everybody and say thank you to everybody for joining us today and letting us just have some good mother-daughter stamping time. I hope you had fun. And it is kind of nice to have that extra person in there and kind of create right along with you. So guys, make it a fantastic day. If you like the video, thumbs up. We like thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed,
Do that, obviously.
click the great big red subscribe button, and that way YouTube can let you know whenever I'm back with a new video. Jenny, I hope you'll come back sometime.
Yeah, whenever
You're not, yeah.
drowning in homework.
Guys, have a fantastic St. Patrick's Day. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.